Hello, this is the cybersecurity news about data breaches, data leaks, and cybercrime for the week 12 of the year 2023. So the first piece of news comes from securityaffairs.com based on that NBA is warning fans of a data breach after a third-party newsletter service hack. It has been published on March 19th of the 2023. From Hackread.com there is this piece of news that owner of breach forums Pomporin arrested in New York. So for those of who you don't know, the breach forum is the forum substituted for the Reddit forums. That was one of the infamous forums among the hackers and black hat hackers. So that was actively sharing and selling data breaches. This has been published by Hackread.com on 18th of March 2023. The next piece of news comes from securityaffairs.com. So based on that Hitachi Energy breached by a club gang through Go Anywhere zero-day exploitation. It has been published on March 17th, 2023. The next piece of news comes from Cyware.com. Killnet aggressively targets healthcare organizations. This has been published on March 20, 2023. This is the third piece of news from securityaffairs.com. So based on that play, ransomware gang hit Dutch shipping firm Royal Dirk Zwager, if I pronounced the name correctly. It has been published on March 2023. Uh, Again from the same source, securityaffairs.com, there is this piece of news that Lowe's Market chain leaves client data out for grabs. It has been posted on March 19th, 2023. There is this piece of news from infosecurity-magazine.com, and based on that, Ms. Pado Trojan sues 90,000 plus banking credentials from Latin American victims. It has been published on the 20th of March 2023. From SecurityWeek.com there is this piece of news that Ferrari says ransomware attack exposed customer data. It has been published on March 2023. The next piece of news comes from jdsupra.com. So it has been published on March 2023, and based on that, Chick-fil-A confirms data breach. Again from the same source, JDSupra.com, there's this piece of news that Texas Medical Liability Trust files notice of data breach leaking social security numbers and other sensitive data. It has been published on 20th of March 2023. From Blipping Computer, there is this piece of news that Club ransomware claims Saks Fifth Avenue retailer says mock data stolen. It has been published on March 21, 2023. From databreaches.com, there is this piece of news that at least 17 members of Congress had sensitive information exposing data breach. It has been published on March 21st of the year 2023. From Norway.dlipiper.com, there is this piece of news that American company fined 2.5 million Norwegian krone for failure to notify the data protection. The post has been published on 21st of March 2023. Again from this jdsupra.com on 21st of March, there is this piece of news that DNA Diagnostics Center settled data breach with Ohio and Pennsylvania attorneys general. There is this piece of news from darknetlive.com on 22nd of March 2023 that 2 years in prison against a dark web vendor. From securityaffairs.com, there is this piece of news on 22nd of March 2023 that Lionsgate, a streaming platform with 37 million subscribers, leaks user data. The next piece of news comes from the same source, securityaffairs.com. So based on that has been published on 22nd of March. There's this uh, independent living system databreach impacts more than 4 million individuals. The next piece of news comes from bankinfosecurity.com. So based on that, New York City special needs students' records found exposed on web. It has been published on 21st of March 2023. From fwi.co.uk, there's this piece of news that farmers exposed by Natural England dataleak over Cornish SSI, actually triple SI plan. It has been published on 22nd of March 2023. From darknetlive.com, there is this piece of news that 3 men imprisoned for distributing counterfeit oxycodone pills. It has been published on 23rd of March 2023. Well, this one has been removed probably during the weekend, so we can skip this one and go to the next one. From hackread.com, there is this piece of news that Do Kwon, if I pronounce the name correctly, founder of Terraform Labs, arrested in Montenegro. It has been published on 24th of March 2023. There's this piece of news from Bleeping Computer that City of Toronto confirmed data theft. Club claims responsibility. It has been published by on 23rd of the March 2023. From TechCrunch.com, there is this piece of news that Kids Tech Camp ID Tech still silent weeks after data breach. It has been published on 23rd of the March 2023. From NDTV.com, there is this piece of news that massive data breach details of 16.8 crore citizens leaked, 7 arrested. It has been published on March 23rd, 2023. From healthitsecurity.com, there is this piece of news that 82K Kroger customers impacted by healthcare data breach. This piece of news has been published on 23rd of March 2023. Last but not the least comes from AmericanBanker.com. So based on that, Chico Bank suffers data breach after February cyber attack. It has been published on 23rd of March of 2023. So the recap of this week's week 12 of the year 2023 is that majority of the attacks were conducted by ransomware. So ransomware is a key threat for the companies. Thanks for paying attention.